Hello there, Denny here from Disney's Contemporary Resort. There it is. It's breakfast time and I'm headed in to Steakhouse 71 to have a little something that I hope will be quite delicious. And coffee, because coffee is needed this morning. I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. There's some interesting things on the menu and I'm taking you with me. Let's go. So breakfast is over. I have found a quiet table here on the fourth floor on the Grand Canyon Concourse across from the amazing Mary Blair mural. And I just thought you and I would take a few minutes and talk about the meal that was just had. Just in case you weren't aware, Steakhouse 71 is located in the space that used to be the Wave of American Flavors. It's on the first floor of Disney's Contemporary Resort, just past the check-in area. It is table service and it has taken on, as you might expect with the name, a steakhouse feel. So even at breakfast, they've added a couple of dishes to the menu that reflect that. You've got Walt's prime rib hash. You've also got a steak and eggs option. So they kind of remind you in subtle ways, hey, this is still a steakhouse and we're going to reflect that here at breakfast as well as all the other times that you can eat here. Before everything shut down in 2020, the Wave of American Flavors was a favorite of mine at breakfast. I also enjoyed dinner at the Wave. I really did. Breakfast time, they got super creative with. You could have, you could order a breakfast entree, but it just always had a fun, different spin on things. But the coup de grace for me, the pièce de résistance for me at breakfast time at the Wave was that buffet that ran the entire length, almost the entire length of the restaurant, kind of toward the back. It was a Shangri-La, a little bit of heaven on earth if you loved breakfast food. Insanely good. And also included on that buffet was the Tillamook smoked cheddar grits. These are the grits that you would get with the bacon and eggs appetizer at dinner. You could also get them served with entrees at breakfast. They were on that buffet. Literally everything was on that buffet. The buffet, sadly, is no longer with us. And so in order to reflect the loss of the buffet, but also harken back to the buffet that the Wave used to have, Steakhouse 71 has the Steakhouse 71 Feast. That's what I chose for my entree this morning. The Steakhouse 71 Feast has a little bit of everything. And as Tori, our server, mentioned, it just is a little bit of an homage to the buffet that was. It is $20, and with the Steakhouse 71 Feast, you get literally a feast. First, what comes out is a little fruit plate that'll come out kind of toward like when you would typically order like an appetizer for your meal. That's when you'll get that fruit. That fruit's going to come out. My fruit medley had little chunks of watermelon, cantaloupe, and pineapple. Nice, very fresh, nice way to start your meal. Then your meal comes out. You have a sausage link. You have some bacon. You have your own Mickey waffle. You have scrambled eggs. You have eggs Benedict. Yes, you do. And you have steakhouse fries. They call them their breakfast potatoes. Essentially, these are steakhouse fries. We're going to talk about those again in a minute. And a little serving of what they now call the bacon and cheddar grits. Listen, let's unpack this entree. Number one, I chose well. I was not upset with my feast. It was time for a feast. And daggone it, you're at Walt Disney World, so you deserve a feast as well. Listen, I feel like for 20 bucks, there was a whole lot of value in what I ordered. It was a ton of food. And Tori even suggested that you could get the feast and that two people could share that feast, but then if you choose to do that, you also want to get a side probably as well. So keep that in mind. But really, really, really good. I enjoyed it. That Mickey waffle, there's nothing wrong with a Mickey waffle. And if you're on vacation, you need a Mickey waffle. Or if you're local and you happen to be coming for breakfast, don't we all need a Mickey waffle? The stars of the plate really were that Eggs Benedict, beautifully runny poached egg on top. It's half of an Eggs Benedict, so great Canadian ham going on with it. It was just really, really delicious. You also get scrambled egg. My scrambled egg was very soft set. Scrambled eggs that came out on another entree for our table were not as soft set. So if you're picky about your scrambled eggs, you might want to mention that to your server just to make sure, you know, either you like them soft set or a little bit of a hard set scrambled eggs. Totally up to you. But the stars on the whole plate, so the Eggs Benedict, the bacon and cheddar grits, are topped by just a lovely shredded Gouda. Delicious, delicious. Little chunks of bacon throughout the grits, so a little bit different than the grits that used to be. That's so very good, and they give you a little portion, which actually turned out to be just fine for me. I actually didn't finish the entire portion that they gave me. And then those breakfast potatoes are more like steakhouse fries. Friends, I know these things are fried in bacon grease. They have to be. The flavor going on in those breakfast potatoes was insane. It was so good, salty. They had a lovely coarse salt going on, soft on the inside, golden on the outside. Just delightful. Those breakfast potatoes are served with several entrees on the menu. So there were other entrees that were ordered here at our table that came with the breakfast potatoes. So we had plenty for the table. Also at the table were the steak and eggs. So this is one of those steakhouse options. Listen, you get a 4-ounce filet with the steak and eggs, 2 eggs any way you want. My mom-in-law chose a little bit more of a medium finish to her steak. I did have a bite. Listen, I'm branching out, friends. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch my Yachtsman Steakhouse review. I will link it below. I'll also put it here for you to be able to click on afterwards or in the middle. Just make sure you come back, please. I would miss you. The steak it didn't have a discernible rub on it or much of a char, but it had a great flavor to it. You can get those eggs any way you want to. Comes with potatoes as well. Very, very good. My mom-in-law was super pleased with her choice, that's for sure. My husband and my father-in-law both got the Floridian Eggs Benedict for $19. I have had this dish before, friends. It is quite good. If you like a good crab cake, you're going to enjoy this. This is their Eggs Benedict topped with crab cakes. So it's a little bit of a smaller crab cake on each one, but if you like a good crab cake without a lot of filler, and if you like a good crab cake and you happen to be from Maryland, like I am, like my family is. So we know crab cakes a little bit in our family. And here's the key. The chef for Steakhouse 71 is from Baltimore. So as soon as I heard that the very first time I had the dish, I had peace within. I was rest assured by it because he is going to know how to make a crab cake. And darned if these crab cakes today weren't delightful. Filled with crab meat, not a lot of filler. Great taste, great flavor. Also comes with the breakfast potatoes, so if you want those, I'm going to just call them steakhouse fries because that's basically what they are. They're insanely good, please trust. We also ordered the avocado toast entree for $13. These are 3 pieces of avocado toast on sourdough bread, so a toasted sourdough bread with a caramelized onion jam. You see on top there's a very thinly shaved radish slice, and of course it comes with the breakfast potatoes. Be warned, this entree, as you can probably tell from the B-roll that I've laid in, the entree is on the smaller side of things. So I almost feel like this should be on the sides menu. You can get the bacon and eggs grits on the sides. There's several sides that you can get potatoes, the breakfast potatoes on the side. I feel like the avocado toast should be in the sides section of the menu because really it doesn't stack up to all the other ones as far as amount of food. Now granted, it's only $13 where other entrees are $19 or $20, that kind of thing. But still, my husband loves avocado toast, but had a feeling, you know, it might not be enough, but also knew he wanted to try the Floridian Eggs Benedict. So we got an order of the avocado toast for the table. So glad we did because it was perfect for sharing. And I had never had avocado toast, like never before. This avocado toast is insanely good. I gotta tell you, when you bite into it, it also has pepitas on the top, so that was a lot of fun. That was a little different. Changed up the texture, introduced some saltiness. But when I bit into that avocado toast, it just kind of, the flavors come in layers and waves. And immediately I went, oh my gosh, what's that sweet flavor I'm tasting? My husband looks at the menu and I look at the menu. And yep, it's that caramelized onion jam. Sweet and lovely. So you got some salty, you got some sweet, that thinly sliced toasted sourdough. It all works together. So if you roll into Steakhouse 71 with wanting to share like a taste of avocado toast, this is a good thing. Or if you're coming in with not a big appetite, that'll be a good thing for you. But we were really tickled that we decided to get that avocado toast, that's for sure. Had coffee for the table. Here's the thing about coffee. Of course, they're serving Joffrey's. It's nothing, we didn't get the roast, like the special roast that they'll have. They have, on the menu, they have Peru Alto Mayo protected forest coffee. So they'll do a lovely pressed pot here for you for $9. It'll serve 2 people. We just needed coffee. Thankfully, the carafe was left on the table so we could kind of self-serve ourselves as we needed to. And that is the way that they do it here at Steakhouse 71. They're gonna leave that carafe, they're gonna equip you. They'll give you your coffee. If you enjoy a good cold brew, there's a special cold brew on the menu just for Steakhouse 71. It is called the 5-Legged Llama. It features Joffrey's cold brew along with maple and vanilla and tonic water. I did not get that. I was intrigued by it, but I ended up not getting it because I just needed some hot coffee. That's what I needed this morning. So if you have had the 5-Legged Llama, please let me know what you thought. I would be incredibly interested. The space aesthetically in Steakhouse 71 is, you know, I find it to be lovely. I think at first I thought compared to the Wave, it was a little bit austere. There's no natural light in the dining area. There just isn't. And so the deck is stacked against them already. If you remember back to the Wave, if you've been there or maybe you saw pictures of it, it was very dark. It was a bit, you know, it was all the autumnal colors. So it was rust, it was brown, there was some orange going on. It just all read very orangey brown in this space. So when Steakhouse 71 was being designed, they came in and did a lot of neutral colors there, but also introduced blues, and there is a pop of orange, and there's a mural against the back wall that looks a little Mary Blairish, which is lovely. So the space itself, I really like. You'll see brass used as accent metals. There's some silver, so some chrome accent metals as well, kind of a boucle on the back of the chairs, so it's kind of got a nubby texture to it. Really nice, very classy, somewhat throwing it back. You know, everything is old as new again, right? The 70s are back, but they're a little bit more fabulous than they were the first time around. So that's kind of what we've got going on here at Steakhouse 71. There's banquettes, there's regular tables. I really like it. If you are looking for a lounge, there is a lounge attached, and it is quite expansive. So if that is your thing, you'll find it just on the other side of the host the check-in desk right there, just on the other side. You'll also see a couple of bump outs. Those are your waiting areas for the restaurant. All in all, breakfast this morning was lovely. I feel like we walked away with really good value for all of the food that we ate, and we did eat and eat and eat, and it was really nice. You know, Steakhouse 71, you might think, you know, I want to be there at dinner, or you've heard about the burger at lunch. Listen, that burger is delightful. The wedge salad at lunch, delightful. So, so good. So please do come back at lunch. But if you're able to get a breakfast reservation, if you're staying on the in a monorail resort, you want to hop on the resort monorail, come over, grab breakfast before heading into the Magic Kingdom, it is a fantastic option. And don't miss, as you walk into that restaurant, you can't miss it, but all along the right-hand side, you're going to see pictures of Walt Disney World under construction. Please stop. Take a look at those images because they're pretty stunning. For Walt Disney World fans, they're pretty stunning. So let me know down below, have you been to Steakhouse 71? Would you recommend it to others? What was your favorite thing that you ate? And is Steakhouse 71 on your must-eat list? Is this on your radar at all? Do you want to try to get over here? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. If you want to, you can follow me on Instagram for fun in between the videos at Denny_Sunderly. That's DENI_SUNDERLY. Sometimes I have thoughts. I share them there. I'm in the Disney parks all the time. I'll share the fun in my Instagram stories. So definitely stop by there as well. If you haven't already done so, consider giving this video a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you at all learned something new, I'd love for you and I to get to hang out here more often. So consider subscribing, share it with a friend, and hit that notification bell. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to Tabitha Settle, who has given me a super thanks. I just want to say thank you so much. That floats my boat. Thank you so much, Tabitha, for sending that my way on YouTube. That was really, really kind, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Have a great day. Sprinkle a little magic and a little something yummy into it, okay? Take care, everyone. See ya. Bye.